Hey, what's up, y'all? Daquan here. And in this video, we're going to be talking about something very important for musicians to think about. All right. So before we get into it, I want to let you guys know who I am. If you're new here, my name is Daquan Bowens, and I help musicians take their plans to the next level. You want to make sure you watch the entire video to get the value out of it, because this is something very important. Most of us, think about just playing and show me that chord, show me that run, but you don't think about the other things that involve music. Okay. So one of the things that I was thinking about is that, you know, what musicians do you see touring in their 50s and 60s and 70s, right? Do you want to tour at that age, right? I'm pretty sure y'all saying you don't see anyone, and no, you don't want to tour at that age, right? Most of us don't want to do that, but we're not setting our life up so that that doesn't have to happen. Yeah, I remember growing up in my teens and being at this church where the MD, the main musician, was 90 years old. 90 years old playing in church every Sunday. Like, who does that? I don't know who was the stupider one, the person playing or the church allowing him to play. Like, that was jacked up, and God rest his soul, because that was, about 20 years ago. But, you know, like, the church should feel bad for themselves for allowing that musician to be playing there every Sunday at 90, right? But a lot of us are going to end up that way because we're not, lining our life up in a way that'll set us up for our future. Musicians do not think about their future properly, and I was one of those guys, until recently, like maybe within 10 years. I'm like, I don't want to be touring. I don't want to be grinding in the grind of this at like 50, 60. Man. So I had to start putting in the work now, because believe it or not, being good, that comes a lot quicker than you think. Most of you guys are already good enough to start working and monetizing your craft, but because you're stuck in the learning phase, you're watching everyone, you're watching the 1%, the top of the top, you comparing yourself to them, but there's work for everyone, right? So, I had to like start planning out my life, what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, now that I'm on top now people calling me, asking me to be on their gigs. How can I take advantage of that income and invest it and put it away so that I can, be good in the future? You know what I'm saying? But part of that is making sure your finances is good now, making sure you're spending less, spending less than you make. Like, making sure that you're living below your means, is what I'm trying to say. Now, while the money is coming in, so that you can put it away, because that's not going to happen forever. Most of us know, who's experienced with music, know that gigs and stuff is seasonal. Personally, me, I play in church every week, but I don't want to do that. I'm trying to position myself to be out of that within the next 2 years. I don't want to be there every Sunday grinding and playing. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want to do in my life. And there's a lot of musicians that are thinking this way now. They're not trying to play in church every week in their 70s, man. You in that rat race, you in that hamster wheel, that time will fly, and next thing you know, it's 2050. You still playing in church every Sunday. You still doing those club dates. So here are some things that I'm investing in for my future. I have an index fund. It's called VOO. So do some research on that. I'm not suggesting you buy any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do your own research on it. I'm real big in crypto. I love crypto, man. It's interesting. I know it's still relatively new, but I got some funds into that. That's a big deal. And that's where that's where the world is moving into. So musicians, make sure you invest in crypto. Get educated on this stuff. At the end of the day, regardless of what you're doing, you need to be investing. And what I'm investing in now is my business, DB Music Academy, and all the other things that I'm doing in regards to music business. These things are helping me solidify my future. So in 20 years, I don't have to get a gig. Hopefully, if my academy is still here in 20 years, it'll be fully established. I can get off of the business and kind of just work on it, instead of working inside it. Are you thinking about the future, or are you too busy worried about the next chord, next runs? And this is something that I am really passionate about, is because most musicians think that they can't make a living off music. You can, you're just not around the right people, and you're not positioning yourself for success long term. You know, long term is 10, 20 years. You know, I know musicians think long term is 1 year. Nah. All right. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys found value in this video, and this is something important that you should consider. All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.